So, so now I'm recording the session. Okay, so welcome again to a new webinar from SAP. I hope that you can hear me. Everybody can hear me. Today's topic will be about digital transformation. We have on board today with us Angel, our Cedar Propon's MD and co-CEO. And we have as well as a main speaker from SAP, Mr. Mustafa. We will start first with Angel to talk about digital transformation and what is digital transformation and how it can help your company to benefit from that and why you need to go digital. After that, I will take it over from Angel to talk about the digital business to SAP Business One and how SAP Business One can help you with your digital transformation journey. And at the end, we'll leave it to Mustafa to show you as well a prototype about what can you do with SAP Business One, with digital transformation and how you can interact with SAP Business One. So I will give it now to Angel, okay, so he can start with the presentation. You make your presenter, Angel. And you have to unmute yourself.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Angel.
Okay, so thank you, Tony. So give me. Okay, so I'm going to start with a short introduction about what is digital transformation and what does it mean for the SMEs and why should an SME get on board with digital transformation. So basically, let's say that digital transformation is a necessary disruption and is something that, let's say that is mandatory. And as a company, if you are the CEO of a company or the CIO of a company, is a must, because it's not only that is the trend, is the way forward for big companies and also for SMEs. I assume most of you know what digital transformation means, but let's say that a formal meaning of digital transformation is that is the process of using digital technologies to create new or modify existing business processes, culture, and customer experiences to meet changing businesses and market requirements. And then there is a second definition that I like, which is that is the foundational change in how an organization delivers value to its customers. So digital transformation is about how can we deliver better value to our customers. So all of us as a company, our main objective is this one, which is how can we improve and how can we be able to deliver a better service and a better value to our customers. So we will see how digital transformation and all the tools that we have to our reach will help us to achieve this main goal. So what does digital transformation mean for the SMEs? First of all, we need to be aware that this means a cultural change, because let's say that up to now we've been although most of us, we are using already technology since a long time ago, probably we have not adopted the last digital tools, and still there is a way forward to adopt 100% of what we need to do. So there is a cultural change, and this mainly affects. When we say that this affects to the company, this really affects to the people that are in the company. And some people are more skilled with digital stuff, and some others they need to learn more. But so there is for sure a cultural change, and we need to be ready for this. Also, there is a process change because let's say that digital transformation, one of the main objectives is to change the processes, the way we do the things, to improve and to be more efficient as a company. So when we are thinking about digital transformation, we need also to review our internal processes and adapt them to the new technologies. Also, digital transformation means an extra effort in planning on the business priorities, because obviously digital transformation can be something really wide, but what we need to do is to focus in what are our priorities in terms of business processes and the company objectives. So there is an extra effort in planning more than ever, because at the end, obviously, the digital transformation has a cost, and we need to plan this carefully. And on the other hand, there is a thought where the digital transformation is something complex, and mostly the big companies are the ones who are embarking in such a transformation. But this is not completely true, because digital transformation can be as complex or as simple as we really want. So from an SME perspective, I think the most intelligent approach is to simplify the digital transformation and focusing in the most important areas to integrate with the digital technology. So for this, obviously, we need to think what are our objectives, what are the technologies that are available, and what of these technologies are going to help to my specific business. And also to analyze, because nowadays there are so many technologies and that can be applicable to so many things, that really is about taking some time to learn how can I, as a company, take advantage of all these things to improve the processes and the efficiencies of my company. Why? So we've seen now what does it mean for an SME, but also why should an SME start with digital transformation? So there is a study from KPMG where 71% of the CEOs of the companies are ready to lead a radical organization transformation, because they are aware that if they don't start this transformation, they will be left behind, and the competitors obviously will take advantage of this. So the first reason is that you need to start right now, because otherwise your competitors will start and will take some advantage over you. Also to remain competitive, because one of the main objectives of digital transformation with new digital technologies is really to reduce the cost and being able to serve our customers with better value, but being more efficient. Also will give us or will give to the company the possibility to increase the performance. At the end, we want to have all these technologies to be more efficient, to grow in revenue, and to be able to offer things or products or services to our customers in a more efficient way, and also in an innovative way. We will talk later a bit about the customer experience and some trends in the market. And of course, being able to work with large customers and providers. We all as SMEs, we are willing always to work with big companies, okay? Because we are able to sign bigger contracts with them. And nowadays, all the big companies are taking very seriously the digital transformation. So working with an SME who has already started the path to the journey to the digital transformation will always be a plus in order to be able to work with customers or providers that are large companies. In a more specific way, in why should we start, an SME should start digital transformation, also is to help to make a better and quicker decision. For example, with the utilization of big data. business intelligence. So there is a study from the Boston Consulting Group that states that companies using big data produce 12% more revenue than those who doesn't. So, for example, this is one of the trends in the market, the big data being able to analyze all the information that we have in our systems in order to take better and quicker decisions. Also, for example, to identify buyer expectations through technology. If we sell, for example, to the consumers, we always need to know, or is an advantage to know what is the behavior of our consumers in order to take advantage of that and being able to offer the right product and the right service as per the expectations. Also, it's important to gain customer trust because this is going to be a competitive advantage, but we need to be careful because sometimes with the digital transformation, we are playing with the information of our customers. So the perception is very important for the customers, is that we are treating the information in the right way and with full transparency, because otherwise we can lose the trust to our customers. And I think it's very important to earn the trust of our customers. And digital transformation definitely can help us to build this trust with our customers. And finally, we need to start to understand what are the potential applications for your company, for your business. There is a wide offering regarding digital transformation and many technologies and many different tools. As a company, we need to make, first of all, a research of what can be useful for us to improve as a company in order to offer this better service or better product to our customers. We will see some examples later on with my colleagues, Tony and Mustafa. And finally, one of the main trends in the digital transformation, obviously, we have cloud. Many of you, I'm sure, that are already using cloud. And this is the way forward in order to have access to all our systems and all our data from any point in the world when we are traveling or when we are working from home. It needs to have an ease of access. Also, artificial intelligence is something that is progressing very fast, and there are many applications nowadays like face recognition or some other applications that we can see that are currently available in the market. Also, Internet of Things, now with the 5G coming, IoT will gain a lot of protagonism in the companies in order to manage for example, our production line, but also any other device that we want to measure anything and get some information to take decisions. Of course, blockchain. This is something like, for example, smart contracts, not only Bitcoin, but also is applicable to smart contracts, for example. So there is also a trend. It's very important cybersecurity, because let's say that going to IoT, cloud, blockchain, artificial intelligence, obviously there is going to be always someone trying to breach our security. So to have a good cybersecurity plan is going to be mandatory in order to keep our systems free of threats and working perfectly well. And for sure, big data is something that we have spoken before, but is also a trend in the market and is improving in combination also with artificial intelligence in order to improve the decision through the interpretation of the data that we have in the system. And lastly, there are two things that I have highlighted in this blue square, which is the frontline workers empowerment. So nowadays, in our companies, most of the staff are frontline workers, and we need to provide them with the right technologies in order to give a better service to our customers. So it's important that we enable them with the latest technologies and we provide them the last digital technologies. And finally, the customer experience. At the end, we want our customers to be happy in order to refer us and also buy more products or services from us. And for that, we need to be able to provide them a better customer experience. So nowadays, there are many systems through e-commerce, for example, to provide a very nice customer experience, but some other technologies that will provide this improvement in the customer experience. So as you see, there is a lot of things coming in digital transformation, a lot of decisions to be taken, and a lot of planning to be done. So this is basically what I wanted to share with you as an introduction. And now I'm going to hand over to Tony and then to Mustafa, and they will go more in deep about some examples of digital transformation and where can and how can we help you and assist you with this journey that we should start as soon as possible. So thank you, and Tony, it's up to you.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you. So let me share my screen again. Okay. So as Angel was mentioning, okay, and talking about digital transformation and how you can benefit, I will talk briefly as well and quickly because I want to leave it as well for Mustafa. I think we are short on time, so I will go quickly about talking about how SAP Business One can help you in your digital transformation journey. Business One is not anymore an ERP system, okay, a standard or standard ERP system. What we call it now, it's an intelligent ERP system. It's a digital platform, okay, for your digital transformation journey. So digital business, you can find it now anywhere. You can find it in big enterprises, you can find it in small and regional companies, SMBs, and as well you can see it operating in all your life using your mobile, using your car, using your smart home. So everything, okay, is moving to digital. And if you don't have it, you can see it everywhere as well. So in SAP Business One, which is the core of your digital transformation journey, how it can help you, you have all these enablers, okay, that can help you to perform your digital transformation journey. Okay, from analytics to mobile technology to big data, cloud technology, and all of that are accelerated by the Internet of Things, okay, advances in machine learning and blockchain. So these technologies will help you giving your companies the ability to change your business models and create new products, new services for your customers, new way to do stuff, and reinvent your as well your business, okay, and your technology, of course, and how to become an intelligent business, digital business. Okay, so with analytics in SAP Business One, you know, all of you have SAP Business One. I don't know if all of you are on HANA, but for analytics, by default, SAP will come with all these dashboards and KPI. It comes with an advanced dashboard, interactive analysis, and Excel reporting using powered by the semantic layer. It can be connected to SAP Analytics Cloud, where you can have more option for the analytics, and as well with business intelligence reporting using the Excel reporting, using the analytical, and using the SAP Crystal report. So quickly, I will go into SAP Business One just to quickly show you, okay, what we are talking about. So you have the digital platform, which is SAP Business One, and you have all these analytics which come out of the box in SAP HANA. And you have here all the pervasive analytics where you can build your own dashboards, your own, and you don't want to build only dashboards just to see reports, but you build dashboard now to take decisions. So for example, if I want to create directly a new dashboard, let me go and connect to a dashboard right now. So I have here, for example, my total sales, for example. So I have my sales analysis dashboard, okay, where I can manipulate all my data based on my request and my team as well. So I can see all these options here, and I can link it to any decisions that I want. So these dashboards are linked to Business Partner, to any screen in your ERP system and your business. So if I go to as well, I can see it not only as a dashboard, but as well when I want to make any purchase, for example, to any customers, to any data, I can take automatically some decision because I can see all these dashboard from from my customer screen. I can see, for example, for this customer, what is the best selling item for him, so I can suggest for him what I want to sell him. So as well, you have different way to do dashboard. You have KPIs as well, where you can the system can show you. Sorry, so where the system as well can highlight or can show you directly. So I can go to any of these KPIs. Okay, so you can manipulate your dashboards and your KPIs here the way that you want. So you can see that if I want, for example, my ratio to be more than 110%, I want it in green. So I am in good shape. So if I am in this red zone, so I need to push more, for example, and I am safe in this blue section. And you can set your KPIs the way that you want and manipulate. So the system will give you all these capabilities, okay, out of the box, okay, to take decision quickly, okay, and to see these KPIs directly within the page of SAP Business One, or using the, as well, as I told you, other technology like the analytical view or the dashboard or the analytical portal. More about this we can show it later on. Okay, if you are interested. So I'll go quickly on these ones. Another topic for the digital transformation, obviously, is the cloud technology, where SAP Business One is a platform where it can be hosted by SAP or by partners. Most of our cases are hosted by yourself or by Procons, where you have the two options to have it flexible on as software as a service to be, or a subscription based licenses, okay, and as well with 10.0 and the new web client from SAP, the 10 client, you can access SAP from anywhere, and you can take decision using the dashboards which are available as well from the web client, okay, in 10.0 version. Another aspect of a digital transformation enabler, which is the machine learning, and machine learning which can handle unstructured data, okay, and the system can learn what to suggest. One of the examples that are familiar, and I don't know if you are familiar with that, and are out of the box in SAP Business One, are the sales recommendation and the intelligent forecast. So if we go, for example, in SAP Business One, and we go to any sales document or sales order, let's say, and we choose, for example, any customers here, the system will automatically, okay, give me the recommendation based on some calculation in the background, based on some learning technologies that SAP has put into the system, okay, to suggest what kind of products that it is recommended to sell or to recommend to this customer. So I can directly add this recommendation here into the system. Okay. So this is one of the big data analytical aspect, and as well you have as well the sales forecast, and which we call it intelligent as well forecast. It's not anymore a sales forecast based on some sorry. So based on some formulas, okay, that SAP has put in the background of the system. So if you go to intelligent forecast here, so let me select directly some items here. Okay, the system can suggest for you, okay, directly So I'll just click on forecast, and based on the calculation method that you have chosen, okay, the system will automatically generate your forecast, okay, for the next year, or based on the criteria that I have chosen here, okay, based on the forecast data that I need. So these are automatic selection. You can select multiple calculation method or automatic selection, okay, and the system can suggest based on your behavior and based on your history, okay, the forecast that has to be loaded into the system automatically. So this is another way, and you have as well more that you can benefit from. For example, in machine learning, we have seen lately during our SAP summit, okay, where it can be integrated on some loosely app. For example, you can buy online, you can integrate it with Messenger. So the system can suggest automatically with assistant bot whenever you are putting, for example, a picture, he can automatically know the picture and know the product based on some intelligent method, okay, and answers the customer automatically. You can have an automated order to cash process, for example, or I will send you this presentation where you can see a live demo, okay, using the link below, okay, and you can as well benefit as well from some tool, okay, where you can have the source code for this if you are interested to invest more into the digital transformation. Another aspect for this enabler for digital business is the big data. Okay, I think most of you are familiar with big data, but the problem with our big data is how to use this big data, what kind of transparency, and how to quickly act whenever we have this big data, okay, to use it. In SAP Business One, big data are used in different as well aspect, which is a cash flow forecast, for example, where the system can include automatically some optional document and expose your data to give you the cash flow, okay, for the next months or for the next couple of weeks. For example, we have the advanced available to promise, where you can have transparency, what to deliver to your customer, and the system can suggest when to deliver to your customer and how to prioritize things between your customer and to minimize your cost of delivery. This is another aspect which is already available as well in SAP Business One. Advanced search, for example, and predictive analysis, the one that we have seen, and the advanced search, where the system you can search for any data, okay, within seconds in SAP Business One, okay, using the advanced search. For example, if I want to search for example, here for, let's say, print, the system will automatically search in all my documents and all my master data, everything, okay, and give you instant search, okay, to analyze my data where I have these keywords that I'm searching for. So quickly as well, this is regarding the big data, Internet of Things as well. It's the where you can connect to any, now you can, using the production, for example, if you are familiar with the production and manufacturing, most of the companies now are investing in IoT. For example, having sensors to see the quality of the product that comes out, the time that is consuming to produce an item, and to take this data and take advantage of all these RFIDs, API technology, okay, to key in all this data into SAP Business One or into your ERP system, okay, to benefit from the predictive analysis and analyze all this data into your ERP system. One of these, for example, IoT technologies that are already available as well, and you can use it, which is that whether you can, for example, from the tweets, you can analyze these data to, for example, see what is trending and sell these items into the market, where you can have this integration using the APIs with Twitter. Alexa integration, where you can operate your SAP Business One, for example, via voice from Alexa. Okay, and for example, as well, we have seen in SAP Summit the retail beacons, where you can integrate SAP Business One with your retail shops and just putting some, RFID or sensors in your shop. Okay, you can measure the behavior for your customers. For example, if a customer has sit a long time in a shelf, so you can see that this shelf, for example, or the customer are interested in and focus on this shelf. These are some examples where you can benefit from IoT as well. As I told you, factory automation as well. And for example, cold storage. We will see today with Mustafa some small example about this stuff, especially regarding the cold storage and I think factory automation. Uh, all of you as well are familiar with mobile technology. Uh, this is a trend now. We cannot live without our mobiles. Okay, and SAP Business One has out of the box for now two solutions, which is B1 sales and the service model. Okay, that are out of the box where you can use and see all this information and see your dashboards. Okay, in SAP Business One, live information in SAP and the mobile app where you can as well give it to your technicians, to your sales employee to manipulate the data. So as Angel mentioned as well, we are here to help you to transform your business into a digital business, from the standard business to your digital business, and using the gateway SAP Business One as a gateway to make this transformation. Okay. Later on as well, we will explain as well about the integration framework and the service layer API technologies that are out of the box as well in SAP Business One to help you to integrate with any solutions that you want in the system. So this is it for me. I will keep the question later on at the end to have a Q&A question. Now I will leave it to Mustafa. Mustafa Sharaf is a SAP SMB enablement and solution expert. He's the main guy in digital transformation as well for SAP Business One in SAP. Okay. So Mustafa, I will leave it and I will give you presenter as well. And I think you have to unmute yourself.
Thank you, Tony. Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you. So I'll give you presenter as
well. Okay. Yes, please. Perfect. So I hope you can hear my voice clear.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen, right? Are you able to see something?
No, not yet.
I think I need to give some authorization from Mac to go to meeting
Let me
in order to allow the sharing. So this is Mac. So okay. I have even to restart the go to meeting quickly.
Okay.
Maybe I'm forced to do this in order to allow the sharing, you know.
Okay, okay.
Okay, we'll come back quickly.
Yeah, waiting. So while Mustafa is joining back, okay, I know that most of you guys have already SAP Business One in place, and most of you have SAP Business One on HANA. So it's good to leverage and start your digital transformation journey. And If you need any help with that, we will be here to help you. Mustafa as well and SAP are investing a lot. SAP is investing a lot about digital transformation and putting a lot of effort to put all these analysis and most of these tools, in place. They started this journey, I think, in 2017 when they introduced SAP HANA, and till now they succeeded with this transformation, and they were the leading in the market to do this transformation as well, because they were more into in-memory technology and analytics out of the box, big data, IoT integrations. So from my point of view, SAP is the leading in this market right now. So Mustafa has already as well. So I'll make you presenter again, Mustafa.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
For some reason, Mac does not allow me to share the screen and asks me to change the settings, which I actually...
And if you want, just send me the presentation and I can show it here. But I think you need to show something.
It is the live demo, so
okay.
It's not really possible to share, you know, because I want to make the live demo. Unfortunately, I'm unable to share my screen. Strange. I think go to meeting. I have specific pictures to share.
I think, Mustafa, you have to go to the preferences, system preferences.
I'm doing this, but it's not working.
Yeah.
You're right.
Security and privacy.
Yeah, it's not working.
Okay, then privacy, then you can control from there. You can add go to meeting.
I know what you're saying, but it's not working. I don't know why. Strange.
Okay, Mustafa, if you want just to show some videos, you can share the link. I can share my screen. So let's start with the videos that you wanted to share with the audience, if you want.
Just give me a second. I think now I'm able to give the settings. There was an issue with the admin rights. I don't know why it's happening now, but it happens, you know, with Mac, things can happen. So now I give the rights, okay? Just give me 1 second, and hopefully I will be able to share my screen after I restart again the GoToMeeting. Just 1 second, okay?
Oh, okay. Sorry for this, guys, but it happens sometimes. We have some problems with GoToMeeting. And yeah, I know, Ahmed. I gave him presenter, but the problem is he's using Mac. That's a problem. So while Mustafa is back.
Okay, now I'm back again.
So let me give you a presenter again.
So try to,
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Tony. I'm still having the screen sharing option disabled. Try to give me presenter rights. Tony, are you here still?
Saying I gave it to Mustafa.
Now I can share.
Yeah. I gave it back to you. Yeah. There's two Mustafa in the meeting.
I gave someone else. Okay. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. I hope you can see my screen now, right?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, we can see.
Perfect, perfect. So thank you guys for the patience. I really apologize, but it happens sometimes. So yeah, my name is Mustafa Sharaf, and I'm responsible for the SAP SME channel when it comes to solution experience and pre-sales and partner enablement across Middle East. It's always a pleasure for me to join and engage with our partner Procons in such interesting webinars talking about the new technologies, the future of SME in business, and related to the digital technologies that we are always hearing since the last few years, like IoT, big data, mobility, cloud, and to see how much potential we can get out of these technologies, where we can leverage it and use it for the sake of our success, and to improve efficiency and productivity, and let's say reduce human interactions and errors, and so for hopefully create new revenue streams and become more digital, which is actually required nowadays due to the current unpleasant situation and the outbreak of COVID-19. So we see always that digital companies have have won and became actually let's say overtake this situation somehow, and let's say partially or even fully successfully overtake the situation, because they depend more in digital and they could automate and manage their work remotely and successfully. So thanks to Uncle and the Tony presentation, talking about digital transformation, how and why it's important nowadays for the SMEs like you guys, because we believe that having Business One, of course, is mandatory and is needed to have a stable ERP to run your core business, but it's not the only thing you should depend on now. It is just not enough. It's not sufficient to continue only with an ERP like Business One or similar, but it's really efficient, and then more important to start thinking about, let's say, fully or partially digitizing some of your business and business processes, let's say, in order, again, as I mentioned, to run better, to reduce errors, and to give more flavor of automation, and in order to increase productivity and revenue at the end of the day, and even reduce costs in some cases. So I'm gonna talk about, or let's say, show a live demo or demonstrate a live demo regarding an IoT scenario is relevant to Business One, of course. And this IoT scenario is somehow simulating, let's say the power of Industry 4, because I believe that most of you might have heard about Industry 4, or maybe even some of you are working with the Industry 4 concept, which is mainly, based on IoT, or we call it smart manufacturing concept, which relates to physical production and operations in relation with smart digital technologies. So, for example, if you embed smart digital technologies within your manufacturing units, then that's what we call Industry 4, which can be based on an intelligent technology like IoT, Internet of Things. That's actually the meaning. And or maybe a digital technology like machine learning or big data, which can create more holistic and better connected ecosystem for your manufacturing units that focus on manufacturing and supply chain management, for example, and can achieve some intelligent scenarios, which again can add more automation into your factory or your company, and reduce also costs and even human errors. And in some cases also using the preventive maintenance, let's say, techniques, you can avoid unnecessary costs on operation due to failure of expensive equipments, or maybe increased downtime of in production line, for example, due to also failure of some or unexpected failure of some equipment. So the preventive maintenance technique will help you, based for sure on intelligent technologies will help you to avoid such unpleasant situation, which can really increase your cost and reduce your productivity, which will lead at the end to unfulfilling of customer requirements and efficiency, of course. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to, let's say, demonstrate a preventive maintenance scenario where you have your factory, and your factory has some equipment, of course, and those equipments are attached to sensors, and those sensors will measure, for example, like vibrations, temperature, humidity, pressure. Let's just imagine whatever the equipment does. And then if there is any abnormality in the measurements of the sensor, then it might be the case that the sensor will trigger an alarm that you will receive in your back-end system or even in your mobile app, where the maintenance manager or the responsible of the shift manager in the factory will receive the alarms and will act, proactively and try to avoid any big failure in the equipments, and which will increase the downtime. And then they will send the specialist in order to fix and check the machine where it has an issue. Okay. Before I do this, I would like to play a quick video, which is actually based on the SAP portal, introducing the trends of IoT. I hope, I don't know if it can really work and you can listen to it from your end side. Okay, so just try to tell me if you are hearing something. Otherwise, I'll just stop the video and we can move on with the live demo. But I wanted really to give a little introduction about Industry 4 and about IoT and how it could really benefit you through this video. This video is very nice, actually, and it shows you a quick example how IoT can benefit you guys in nowadays digital world. So Tony and Anthony, let me know if also if it's successful and you can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Can you hear it?
No.
Okay, so I expected that the output is coming only to me because it's first time to use GoToMeeting. So probably we will share this video later on, okay, after the session. So every attendee can have a look at it afterward. But it's a really nice one, explaining the benefits of IoT. And it was basically mentioning that you guys can use IoT everywhere. And actually, we have sensors in our lives. Everywhere we go, with traffics, in airplanes, in cars, in equipment, we have sensors everywhere. And if you really can benefit by connecting those sensors, to your back-end systems, then you can read a huge amount of data that can really benefit your business at the end of the day by, let's say, providing, as I mentioned, proactive maintenance or preventive maintenance scenarios by, for example, applying smart techniques, for example, in your business, for example, like smart shopping or similar. Okay, so let's go to the topic and then quickly. Here, this is a live dashboard. I think hopefully you can see it. This is a real-time live dashboard that has been built in by our SAP Innovation Lab based in Germany. And this dashboard is basically visualizing in real time, okay, or let's say live, all the sensors, or let's say equipments. You can imagine the scenario, okay, equipments, or even if you talk about logistics, can be trucks or airplanes or whatever. So anyway, it detects all the measures, all the sensors that are online and even offline, and it detects their location. And if they are online, it can also read the data coming from those sensors and displayed here in this live dashboard. I call it, for simplicity, like sensor dashboard. Okay, you can always rename it. And in my scenario, again, the preventive maintenance scenario, I'm going to show you or simulate how we can prevent a failure of expensive manufacturing equipments by analyzing data through production, okay, and to pinpoint unusual behavior ahead of time, where we can ensure appropriate measures can be taken to avoid extensive periods of production downtime, as I mentioned earlier. And I'm going to use a sensor. I have it with me in hand. And when I run this sensor, when I switch it on, it will appear as part of this dashboard. And you can even see the location in United Arab Emirates, because I'm based in UAE, where we can see the real-time measurements of these sensors And based on this, we can simulate the preventive maintenance scenario. Before I play my sensor, I would like to show how it looks like. This is the sensor actually, or let's say in reality, this is how it looks like. And this is a group of sensors where it's called sensor tag. You can even look at it in the internet. You can purchase it. And this group of sensors can measure several environmental, let's say, variables. For example, humidity, the lighting intensity, the pressure, the positioning, okay? So it can understand if the object where the sensor is attached to is positioned standing or flipped right or left or even upside down and so on and so forth. It can also, like, let's say, orientation, okay, and can also detect the location where the sensor is located in real time, and also it can detect other environmental changes, as I mentioned, temperature and even vibrations and abnormality in movements. Okay, suppose, for example, there is some logistic operation, and during the shipment there are some expensive equipments are being transferred, like, for example, TVs or even very expensive liquids, and those has to be always contained in a very consistent containers and in a very stable position, not to move much, not to break, the bottles or maybe the TV screens, and then there will be a damage, and no one knows where did it happen and why did it happen and even when did it happen, right? So there are a lot of scenarios you can use with IoT, but we will focus on manufacturing. So coming back to our IoT, or let's say sensor dashboard, I'm gonna run now my sensor. Just give me 1 second, please. So it should be running now, and we should see it in a while appearing in the dashboard, hopefully. So just 1 second. Let me refresh. Can you still see my screen, Tony, Uncle?
Yes,
Yes, we can see your screen, yes.
Perfect, perfect. So now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run a mobile app which allow me to read the sensor data in real time based on Bluetooth technology, because there is always a bridge app has to be there in order to read the data from the sensor, and I have the sensor in my hand, and in order to read the data I need to run this application, and then the application will detect the sensor nearby, okay, this is an imagination, and then it will reflect it in the dashboard. So now the sensor is running, and then I'm now trying to detect the sensor through my application. Okay, that's an IoT app, or we call it a bridge app. Now I could detect it. It takes a while, and you can see a sensor coming up now on the screen. I hope you can see it. If not, let me know, please. I can try to zoom in. And this sensor, I put it with the name SAP SND, and that's the code or the ID of the sensor. And I really have the sensor in my hand now, right? And even you can see in this is my mobile screen. I hope you can also see it, Tony and Uncle and everyone. This is my mobile screen, and this is where I can see the bridge app just measuring the data in real time. And even if I do any changes in the sensor, you can see the information, the measurements are changing inside the application. You see the accelerometer, the gyroscope, the luxometer, the humidity, and so on and so forth. Can you see this screen?
Yes, we can see that.
Perfect. So now I'm gonna, so basically this is my dashboard. and I'm gonna just tap or click on this sensor. So I'm gonna enter this sensor because, you know, as an admin or maybe a responsible person, I wanna see where this equipment, okay, where the attached sensor is there, is positioned, and what are the measurements. And you can see now whenever I move the sensor, you see the movement meter is changing, right? In real time, the humidity is changing, the temperature, of course, the temperature is, you know, is stable. And you see the light. For example, if I put my hands around or I cover the sensor, you see it's 0, there's no light. But if I release my hands, after a while, you should see some intensity level of the lighting, right? And you see the location also in real time, where I'm actually currently in the city of Sharjah in Emirates. So I can prove it to you. Okay, guys. And this is my location now, right? I clicked too much and then it went back to the right, let's say the zoom out position. Okay, this is where we are, right? Perfect. So this is the location. Get the point? So I hope you can see this clearly, and you can also see the real-time graphical representation of the lighting and the temperature, humidity, and movement. So it really changed. Let's say the movement level. For example, I vibrate. I'm trying to vibrate now, and to make some abnormal movements in the sensor. So you can see the changes. We can shake it really strongly, so then it will show high measurements, right? So suppose, for example, this sensor is attached or is part or embedded, let's say, in a machine, in equipment, in manufacturing unit, and the production line is running smoothly, everything is good. And suddenly there are some abnormal measurements or vibrations in the machine. And this can cause really a damage where it can lead to a downtime, significant downtime in the production line, because the machine will stop and the whole production line might stop accordingly. So what then can happen? So if you really use a smart technology like IoT, where it enables you to read such abnormality measurements in real time, to read the information of your equipment in real time in a dashboard like this, where it can be connected if needed, optionally, to the back end, then you can, for example, based on the abnormality measurement, it can create an alarm or a ticket, a service ticket into your back end system, where then a responsible person will get alerts and then will call the technician or will come quickly to the site and check that specific equipment in that specific place to see what happens, not for the production line to stop even by 1 second and to go smooth and continue the production. Okay. And here I'm gonna, for simplicity and for the time also, I'm gonna use my enable the notification on my mobile number. Okay. And I'm gonna put some custom message like machine XYZ is about to break down due to abnormality measures of movements. So if the movements, we're gonna choose the notification rule movements, because this is easy. If I'm gonna shake, for example, the machine or the sensor simulate, okay, more than 50 at a level, then we will receive a notification in my mobile, right? And I'm gonna now enable the notification. I like to double check again if everything is good. Okay, it's 50. And now we can see the movements is really low. So everything is normal. The production line is running live. And let's just quickly check my mobile. So it's also, the screen is being shared. Okay. And then here, this is the message I got from the application, the IoT application yesterday as a test. I was in Dubai. Now I'm gonna shake the sensor strongly, and then it should reflect as a notification if the movement is above 50, right? So let me check if the application is still running. So that's the IoT app. It was closed accidentally. So it needs to detect the sensor first, and then you can see it. Yeah, the sensor is here. Okay, we see the movements are back to life, and then I am gonna shake it a little bit. Okay, nothing happens. Let me show this one. Okay, now I'm gonna shake it much. So stronger, now it's above 50. We crossed it, I think, twice. Perfect. So let me check back again. Yeah, it happens sometimes that the dashboard is reset. So I'm gonna enable the notification again. It happens sometimes. So now we're gonna check again. Still waiting for the message. Sometimes, you know, there are some delays. Happens. You receive it after a while. If we are lucky, we will get it quickly. Just sometimes being in the network. Sometimes it also resets. I don't know why, for what reason. So I'm trying to maybe do some changes. Maybe above 60. And we try again. My number is correct, hopefully. Okay, I shake it. It's 100. Let's give it a while. Okay, shake it again strongly. I hope the notification is on. I'm receiving again. Okay. The sensor is live. You can see it's moving. I'm trying to flip it, make changes. Okay. Then, unfortunately, I'm not yet receiving. Let me show you. I'm not yet receiving a message. There is maybe a little issue with the notification. It happens sometimes. But anyway, this is pretty much the idea. Okay, how you can really integrate maybe to your mobile app or to let's say mobile phone.
I think, Mustafa, I think you are receiving this notification on this web page as well, so we can see it here as well.
No, we are receiving it. We are receiving it here.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is the timing. We see the timing is here, but
Yeah.
we there is maybe some queue stuck, you know, to arrive to the mobile app. So that's just I wanted to show to everyone. But as you mentioned, I was going to tell everybody that it's already showing here live, and you can also see the measurements are changing in the sensors. That's pretty much the most important part of the demo. However, unfortunately, let's say the message is not arriving in the app, but that's a little thing because it's a notification issue. I think we can stop it by here also in order to allow maybe time for questions and answers.
Yeah, so
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so using this technology as well, Mustafa, just to explain to everyone here, for example, it's not only to have a message into a mobile system, okay, as well the system can automatically get a service call in SAP Business One or prevent or to align to do a maintenance whenever you have this machine or the temperature is going up or there's a movement. Okay, for example, some items are in your store are very expensive and you need to see if there's any additional movement that can affect, for example, these items. So you can put these sensors on these products and measures, and the system can alert you directly in your ERP system to measure these measurements. And sometimes it is a cost for you to go into your warehouse and adjust these items for these. So using this technology, using these sensors, using these RFIDs, okay, you can communicate with your ERP system to manipulate your data and get an outcome of having transaction in your subsystem or your ERP system. This is a main focus for the demo today with Mustafa. Okay.
Indeed, yes, indeed, yeah, indeed.
Okay.
To get
So
alerts in your backend system, and then people or the responsible people or relative people will relevant people will get alarmed, and then they can do proactively the actions in order to safeguard the business.
yeah. So that's it for today for the digital transformation. I know that we took more than 1 hour, a little bit more. So because we had some glitches. Anyway, we will send you the videos and we will send you as well the PowerPoint presentation that Angel and I did, and the videos from Mustafa to explore more about the digital transformation. And as I told you in the link and the PowerPoint presentations that I have included, there is links for some additional videos, some additional links that you can benefit from. Guys, do you have any question? And if you have any question, just unmute yourself and you can just unmute yourself and ask it, or you can just type it in your chat box. So we'll give like 5 or 10 minutes just for a question right now. By the way, just waiting for your question. We have as well been putting some effort here in SAP Procons to help our customers. So we are more and more going into this aspect of digital transformation, and we are trying to explore more options how we can benefit and how we can help our customer to do this. So you will hear soon about this stuff and some innovations that we will do in the near future, which can help our customer to do that. The quick things that I want to tell you about is the cloud technologies that Procons has already a cloud technology, and most of you, I think, the attendees are already benefiting from this technology. You have the analytics and all this stuff, and you can invest more into the IoT and machine learning stuff. I think some of our attendees has already started with that technology. So we are helping them to do this transformation, and that's it.
Yes, Tony, just as a final message on my end, as you were saying, we already are able to implement some of these digital tools that we've been seeing, as you said, like cloud or big data, business intelligence. Some of our customers are already implementing these technologies, but we are striving together with SAP to bring the new trends in the market in terms of data transformation, like IoT or even artificial intelligence. As part of the SADER group, we are bringing these technologies also from Europe to Middle East in order to assist our customers in this journey, because I think that nowadays the trend is going to become every time stronger in terms of IoT now with the 5G coming very, very soon. We will see how the IoT technology is taking off quickly during the next year. Also, there are some interesting developments in terms of artificial intelligence, and I think that there are aspects that each one of you we can work together in order to see if there is a project in common that we can do that can help your companies. And also we are willing, obviously, because at the end, when we are going to combine so many technologies, digital technologies, it means at the same time that we need to look after the security. Okay, so I think that also we need to be very aware about cybersecurity in the future, because obviously with so much technology there can always be a breach, and we need to really to protect ourselves. So we are also willing to help you to protect yourself on this, and this is one of the many things that we are preparing as SADOR Procons for the coming months, in order to help and to provide better services and new products to our customers. So this is not only about the ERP Business One, is, as Tony mentioned before, and also Mustafa, this is the intelligent ERP. This is the name that SAP is using for the digital transformation. So using the ERP as a gateway, around it we can build a lot of different using different technologies. We can help you to improve your different processes and areas in the company, in order to adapt the digital transformation in a very smooth and comfortable way. So I don't know if there is any questions. Otherwise, we will finalize the webinar here. Tony?
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for attending. We will have other webinars later on, and we will update you later on. If you have any question, I dropped my email here in the chat box. Most of you know my emails anyway. So if you have any question and you need anything in the future, in the near future, just let me know, and we'll be more happy to help you on that. Thank you, Mustafa, and thank you, Angela. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Let me just give one more comment. Actually, good news, the messages arrived now.
Okay.
That's one thing. I can also quickly show it, and in between also I can give a final message regarding the innovation program we are doing this year. Okay, so I think you can see the screen now. The messages are right. There was a typo, and there is a typo in the let's say in the coding. Then the messages does not arrive. But this is something minor. The most important people could see in reality how sensors can really how we can connect to sensors and measure in real time the data, and then how can we connect it to our backend systems and even receive it as messages in our mobile phone. But the most important is the scenario itself. How could it be beneficial for business? This is one thing. Another thing, the innovation program, as I was mentioning about, we always nominate motivated customers who would like to engage with our partners, like of course Procons, to work in an intelligent enterprise scenario. When I mention intelligent enterprise, for example, something relevant to IoT, big data, mobility, robotics, and so on and so forth. So if you guys are interested, or some of you are interested, I would be very happy that me and Procons, we can engage with you, and we can help in building a real intelligent enterprise scenario where it can make, or let's say, or it can add intelligence or embed intelligence in your business processes, whatever the scenario is, and then it can be a successful story where you can benefit at the end of the day and implement it in your system in reality. With the help of our partner Procons and with the guidance from SAP. And in addition, also we can have it as a success story where we can also show as an example for innovation to, or let's say across Middle East, which will give more visibility and more also buzz about your company and about your business. And that we have already done since last year. And we have got even customers in Middle East who successfully could innovate with our partners and become a part of our successful stories, where we could also publish and launch in the SAP portal and also in the social media. So I hope you guys can also engage with us and become motivated to convert part of your business processes to become more digital with the help of digital technologies, and of course by the support of our partner Procons and SAP. So thank you for your time, and yeah, I hope the session was fruitful for you guys.
Thank you, Mustafa, again. Thanks for your time as well.
I'm sorry for the time.
Yeah, no worries.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Thank you, guys, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Stay safe.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thanks, Uncle Anthony. Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you.